Hey everyone! How are you guys? Are you ready to talk Black Widow? I'm excited and I just realized I don't need these. I don't need these to talk to you. I was just listening to a Loki podcast. So that's what I was doing right now. And also writing some notes for our Black Widow primer. Yay! So, who is here today? Richard will be here shortly. Right now, Jabba has joined us. So, that's fun. Hey, Kelly. So, I'm curious. Now, I know, I'm curious what you guys are excited for in the Black Widow film coming out. Like, are you excited just to see Scarlett Johansson? Are you excited to see some of the characters surrounding her? I want to know. So let me know in the comments. We'll chat about that a little bit. And I realize this is not Black Widow ears, but it's the same colors. And this dress is something that Trisha Barr gave me. This is like an original Her Universe Black Widow dress. Super fun. Kelly just wants to learn more about Black Widow. Cool. Awesome. Yay. Yeah, I think that's what I kind of wanted to learn more about, like, the Red Room, I think, going in. And I just thought it'd be a really cool movie. I mean, the trailers look amazing, right? So I think they looked fun. And they kind of related to the Red Room. So that's why I was interested in that going into it. But today we're just going to be giving you guys a primer on what's going to be happening, like what you kind of need to know going in to the film. Okay, so Meredith wants to know about her family. Yes, that is very intriguing. So that's exciting. Eric has joined us. Yay, welcome, Eric. So what did you guys do over the 4th of July weekend as I wait for Richard's finishing up a work call? So we're just finishing that up. But what did you guys do over the holiday weekend? I want to know. Yay. Oh, there's my mom. Hi, Mom. So let us know. And look, Richard is replacing Jabba.
That's the first time I've ever been told that.
Well, Richard, I choose you.
Good.
Hid. Oh, Meredith, were you saying hi? Okay, so we have people who went out to eat lunch on Sunday. Oh, is your mom's birthday on July 4th? Okay, I want to know that. Kelly worked. Oh. Ooh. So they went to see fireworks.
Now, are fireworks still banned in most of these towns that you're in? Because they're banned here in Long Beach.
Right, but they saw fireworks at a high school, or
okay.
like from a high school. So
Okay.
I'm sure they got access to that.
Right. But here in Long Beach, if you don't have a permit for fireworks, that's a $2,000 fine.
Okay. And Meredith hid for the week. I think that's what you mean.
Oh.
Hi, Bryn. Bryn's here too. Yay.
And it was Eric's mom's birthday.
Yeah, exciting.
She is 7/5 of a year old.
One of the people we play volleyball with just became a grandpa on July 4th. So there was like a July 4th baby. That was very cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, Eric's mom was born on July the 5th.
Okay, cool.
I was saying that mathematically.
Oh. Okay, what did you say? 7/5?
7/5.
Oh. One or two people back for fireworks. Oh, that's right. Mom and Dad went to fireworks at a lake, which is exciting. All right. Well, we're going to have some fireworks at the end of this week with Black Widow.
Oh.
I don't know. That was a very bad segue.
No, it wasn't.
Can you turn on a light? Make yourself useful?
What is going on with you?
I'm just kidding. No, what? What do you mean, what's going on? I'm just kidding. Oh, there we go.
Some people just say, please.
Oh, please.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, Justin. Yay. Hi, Justin. Hi, Bianca. Hi, Scott. Awesome.
Justin is very excited about a new Marvel movie. We are too. They're even better when you can see them at home, because you can turn on the subtitles.
Or you can go do both things. You can go to the theater and see it, and then also buy it at home. Because why not? All right, which is what we're gonna do.
Scott Rifen is here. Hey,
Yes.
hey, Scott.
Welcome.
Yes, we are gonna do it here, and
Yay.
yeah,
Yay! Exciting, everyone. So, are we ready?
we are. We think we're ready.
Okay. Oh yes, Justin, catch up on Loki. Oh my gosh, this latest episode like exploded everything. So, all right. Well, we won't say too much.
Wayne Kwong is here.
Yay! Oh my gosh, so many people joining us. Thank you, everyone. All right. I think we're ready.
We are ready.
I've been warming them up.
Oh yes, you have.
All right.
You have a warm-up show. Now you'd be throwing candy out into the audience. Make them do some crazy dances.
Indeed. All right, so like we mentioned, this will be non-spoiler. This is basically everything you're going to need to know to see Black Widow. This is a little odd that it's coming in. It's about a character who's actually dead right now in the Marvel timeline.
Yeah, not really the best planning on their part.
No.
Yeah, this should have come out in between Infinity War and Endgame.
No, it should have come out in between
Captain America,
Civil War,
and Infinity War.
Yes.
Right. Well, if you want to go way back, then sure.
Right.
Or should have come out in like 2010, when they were doing all these standalone movies.
Yes, that too. I think we would have got a much different film though, because of where it happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had the tag.
That's true. All right, so, but we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah, we're not going to give away the tag. Don't worry about that.
No.
Well, they all know there's a tag coming, but
yeah,
we're not going to give that away.
Exactly. Okay, so here we go.
Just do your homework beforehand.
This is what you can look forward to on this long-awaited episode 334 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! So, were you excited about the prospects of seeing Black Widow when it was supposed to be released in 2020? Are you even more excited after waiting a year? Well, we are now just days away. Okay, so, before we start talking Widow, we want to welcome everyone to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife Sarah, who's dressed like a widow herself.
A Black Widow, indeed.
I should be very concerned at this moment.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I should be.
Wow.
Didn't really notice that until right now. Yikes.
Well, Skywalkers, thank you for joining us. Thank you for choosing to listen. We are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel fandom. So it's time for a big Wookiee hug and a sprinkle of pixie dust and some kind of Marvel hug as well. We love you 3,000 Skywalkers.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now, if you're just listening for the first time or watching us live right now on our live streams, well, you are now a Skywalker. So join us and the rest of our family on a fun and positive adventure through fandom. And I want to say throughout this episode, we will be referring to the Sky Chat. And that's those of you who are watching live as we record right now, Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. So thank you, Sky Chatters.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we are recording this from Long Beach, California on July the 6th, 2021. And now, Sarah, tell everyone who is sponsoring this very special, long-awaited episode.
Well, we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to Disney parks around the world. And best of all, their service is free of charge. So head to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you. They're taking bookings for cruises and for vacations, Walt Disney World vacations, all kinds of fun things.
And very soon, the Galactic Star Cruiser. Oh,
yes.
All right, now coming up on this episode, we will give you a much needed spoiler-free primer on Black Widow. Now, this is the first film of Phase 4 from the MCU. We're here, Phase 4. Now, we really advise that you listen to this before seeing the film to make your experience that much more enjoyable, since it can be a little confusing, and having this information as you go into this film is really, really going to help.
And we just want to say, even if you're up on the MCU, even if you've watched all the films, it still can be confusing. So this primer, it's just good to have all this info at the top of your head when you go in to see this film.
Yeah, I wish we had heard this episode when we saw it last week.
Indeed.
All right, then, and then once that'll be a spoiler-free primer, okay? We won't be giving anything away.
Right.
But then we're going to give our spoilerific review of the film. So don't worry, we'll give you a lot of warning. And those watching live right now, we have to cut the live stream since we are still under the Disney embargo.
Yeah, so we won't go into anything spoilery in the live stream. All right, we also have on this episode shout-outs and
things we want to share.
On July 3rd, Anime Expo Light. On July 3rd at Anime Expo Light, Disney Plus announced the names of 7 Japanese anime studios that are bringing their unique talent and perspective to Star Wars Visions. Now, Star Wars Visions is a collection of 9 animated short films from Lucasfilm that will stream on Disney Plus starting September 22nd.
Now, the 30-minute panel featured many Lucasfilm executives who just gushed and gushed about this new project, and executive producer James Waugh, he said, "For Star Wars fans that don't know anime, I think we were so careful in making sure that what this anthology represented, was a full spectrum of all the styles and voices that anime offers. And I'm hoping that they experience and fall in love with this anime world."
Ooh, so this could possibly be kind of a gateway into anime if we're not into it.
Yeah, and I'm very glad he said that because I know nothing of anime. I've never seen anything anime. I appreciate the style, but I've just never went as far as to look that much into it. Even though there have been other Star Wars anime manga comics and novels, I just never went there.
Right.
So I'm very glad that he said that they weren't going to leave the non-fans behind, that everyone can get involved in this.
Right. Now, this panel is only available to people who purchased a ticket to Anime Expo Light online. However, there is a special look sizzle reel that was also released. That's on YouTube, and that reveals images and the excitement and the inspirations of the creators. And just so you know, all of these films are going to be non-canon. So these creators were just basically given tabula rasa.
Yeah, which is the way it should have been.
Right, right.
Now, to get the full story on Star Wars Visions, well, Eric Onkenhout, he wrote 2 articles which can be found on skywalkingthroughneverland.com. One article has the breakdown of all 9 short films, and the other has a breakdown of the anime studios involved and what their past work has been.
Yeah, it's a really, really great articles. Thank you, Eric.
And on one of the chats on Facebook for Eric's article, a lot of Skywalkers chimed in about their opinions on Star Wars Visions.
And also, if you in the Sky Chat want to chime in with your opinions, please let us know.
All right, now, David Senden, he wrote, "Stunning, and just as a franchise in general, nice to see Star Wars branching out like this."
Yeah. Greg Norman, who is on
Resilient Squadron,
says, "Completely stoked about it."
All right, Matt Clifton says, "Very excited. An anthology series in the same vein as Animatrix or Love, Death, and Robots. Potential for some incredible stories with equally gorgeous and unique animation. Sign me up."
David Manderville says, "Looking forward to this series, and I'm happy it's not canon. Just have fun with Star Wars for once." That's a good point.
Hence the Star Wars Holiday Special. Just have fun with Star Wars.
Oh, there you go.
All right, James Rowan says, "I'm down for anything Star Wars. Anime is not really my favorite, but I hope the stories will be good. Do we know if they will be dubbed or subtitled or drawn for English? Also, are they going to be considered canon stories? Nope, they're not going to be canon. As for subtitles, good question.
Very good question. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, they didn't really say anything more about the films other than what the studios were and a basic outline.
Well, even the length of these are they, Eric, did they give you any idea of the length of these films? Because a lot of Pixar and Walt Disney short films will not have any words at all. They are mostly just pictures and what you can do with animation and art.
Yeah, sound effects and music.
So I'm wondering if that will be similar.
And I'm very curious as to the release pattern of this. You know, if they're shorts, they're not going to do one every Friday.
Right. They might release like 4 at once or something like that.
Right. Just like they do with the Forces of Destiny shorts or the Resistance shorts.
Well, even like the Pixar popcorn, I think they released a volume 1 and a volume 2 kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Eric, this just in. Eric says they will be short films which can be 10 to 20 minutes long. Okay, so I would assume there would be words and dialogue if they're that long.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
As for subtitles, good question.
Yeah.
Sarah, what's your opinion on Star Wars Visions?
Well, I mean, anything based in art, I think will be fun to see and look at. I know for me, artistic style is a big deal. Like, I don't get into certain films because of the look of the animation, or certain TV shows like Ren and Stimpy or something like that. It's just too ugly for me. So I can't see this being ugly. You know, I think it's going to be beautiful. And I do appreciate the fact that, you know, they're using Japanese studios mostly, and a lot of Star Wars, the imagery, and George Lucas has always been really fascinated with samurai and things like that, some Japanese influences.
Culture.
Yes, and culture. And a lot of Japanese influence and culture is in Star Wars itself. So I think it's going to be really cool to marry this fabric of Star Wars with the imagery that is truly authentic Japanese.
Now, I'm reading here that the animation style will be a lot like Bob's Burgers.
I'm out.
Yeah. Sarah hates Bob's Burgers. And you know what? So do I. I don't get that animation style. If you want to talk Beavis and Butthead, we're right there.
Yeah.
Let's put Star Wars in with Beavis and Butthead. Now you've got a classic series.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, like James Waugh had said during the panel, I'm very happy that this is going to be a gateway into anime. If you know nothing about anime, because I've always what was that? I've always appreciated anime for the style and what these artists can bring to imagery, but I just never went there. Kind of like Lord of the Rings. I just never. Well,
you did try to.
Bad example, because I did try to go
Yes.
with Lord of the Rings and fell asleep. Oh, Alan Senmore's gonna hate me for that one. Sorry. So yeah, I'm excited for September 22nd, and when we start to see these films roll out, as we saw in the sizzle reel, the images are just strikingly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just happy to see these characters like Jabba the Hutt drawn in this style.
Yes. Now we have some Skywalker comments here. Eric says the music is also going to be amazing. Eric, did they say anything about the music, like who the composer is or composers? I'd like to know. Justin Smith says, yeah, this will be hard for me to get into, though there was an anime Blade Runner short that was pretty cool. Okay.
It was?
I don't know. Okay. And Eric does say that he thinks marrying Star Wars and anime is a natural move.
Very much so. Very much so. It was bound to happen.
Nice.
All right, so once again, Star Wars Visions will premiere on Disney Plus on September 22nd, 2021.
Yes.
So, Sarah, guess what's coming out this week?
Well, it's a new episode. Well, okay. That sounded so stupid.
Take 2.
Okay, it came out today, so... It came out today. So, you want to rephrase that?
Sarah, guess what's coming out this week? Just run with it.
What?
This is what happens when you don't rehearse.
Okay, try it one more
Take
time.
3. Hey, Sarah. Guess what's coming out this week?
What is it?
Well, a new episode of Neverland Clubhouse Podcast.
Yay! Oh my gosh, could it be focusing on tips and tricks on attending Disneyland with new no protocols?
Mm-hmm.
Like no masks and no 6-foot distancing and no COVID protocols?
As if there ever was a 6-foot distance rule. That never applied.
Oh.
But if anyone's going to know about these restrictions, and if you want to hear anyone report on them, it's going to be Kelly and Courtney Turkel, since they're always there at Disneyland. I'm sure they're there right now.
Yes, so you can listen to that podcast episode right now. Just search your favorite podcatcher for Neverland Clubhouse.
Also, Collectopolis premiered on July the 7th on the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel, and we had hosts Kevin Toft and Ernie Moreno on the show last week telling us all about it, and now it's here, and it's a very, very awesome show and episode if you're into collecting. Even if you're not into collecting, you should hear the stories by their first guest, Jason Eaton, because the models he makes are just screen ready. They're beautiful.
And that's why this is a YouTube show.
Yes, because you couldn't do a podcast on this.
Right.
Now, all they need to do with this show is add a production babies part to their credits, since Ernie and his wife had a child during the editing process.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time for a Skywalking show.
Oh, I know.
where we need to add a production babies credits
right
to the credits. We should have credits. We don't have credits.
Oh,
We do have credits.
We do on our
That's
podcast.
very true.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
All right, we need to add production babies.
All right.
Now, if you have a collection you think is noteworthy, then email us and we will forward it to Kevin and Ernie, and maybe you can be a guest on their show.
Now, it doesn't have to be just Star Wars or Disney. What kind of collections?
Any kind of collections.
Okay.
Star Wars, Star Trek, models, anime, video games, anything that you think is noteworthy.
Okay.
They definitely want to hear about it.
Yeah, so just search Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel for Collectopolis.
All right, now with that, let's tell you everything you need to know before you see Black Widow.
All right, Skywalkers. Oh, I'm so excited about this. So we actually got to see Black Widow early.
Hold on. Mic readjustment.
Is that better?
Adjusted, yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Skywalkers. Well, we actually got to see Black Widow early and realized that there's a lot of info that you should know before you go see it to maximize your enjoyment of the film. So we have put together this handy-dandy primer.
All right, now, the basic plot to Black Widow, which takes place in between Captain America Civil War and Infinity War, is that Natasha Romanoff, she wants to destroy the Red Room. Now, this was the training room where all the widows are brainwashed and reprogrammed into little assassins. Now, she wants to destroy this room so no other child will have to endure what she's gone through. But if you don't remember what this room is exactly, well, let's go into it with a little bit more detail.
Yes. All right, so Natasha Romanoff is Black Widow, and she's played by Scarlett Johansson, just catching everyone up to speed. And so the Red Room is a place that Natasha was trained from childhood, and she and other young girls, who are usually orphans, are plucked from the streets or their families, and they're turned into Russian spies and assassins through brainwashing. And the Red Room enhances the girls' abilities to some degree, but not to the level of super soldier serum. So they have things like immunity and pain tolerance and stamina, like they're injected with some stuff. And also the Red Room gives the girls hysterectomies so they can't have kids or mood swings or, any of that, basically. So And we've only ever seen flashbacks of this place in Avengers: Age of Ultron. So that's really the only thing we've ever seen in the MCU itself.
Right. So going into this, they're really quickly mentioning the Red Room. I'm like, wait a minute, where's the pause button?
Right.
What was this Red Room again?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, is this a room in The Shining? No, it's the Red Room from Avengers from Black Widow. Okay.
Right.
But the first quarter of the movie moves so quickly that if you don't remember some of these names and references, you get lost very, very easily.
Right. Okay. Oh, should I say the next thing? Right. So now, also in the lore of Black Widow, she was working for the KGB, trained by the Red Room, working for the KGB. She had quite the reputation as a trained assassin. And Clint Barton, otherwise known as Hawkeye, played by Jeremy Renner, was sent to kill her, but actually helped her escape instead when she decided to defect. Now, we never see this escape in any movie. It's only referred to.
Going to be an origin story when we walked in, but it really isn't unless you count the montage shown under the opening credits of Natasha growing up and into adulthood.
Pay attention to this montage, you guys.
All right, then we are introduced to her family.
Yes.
So it does go back. The movie starts when she is a little girl of about 10 years old.
12, 10, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and we're introduced to her family. Now, Yelena Belova is her adopted sister, and she's also a Red Room graduate. And she's young enough where she doesn't understand what's going on.
Right.
And I don't think Natasha even knows what's going on either. Or infiltrated into American society to learn about us.
Right.
And they have this little built-in family.
Exactly. Yeah, so now we come to the father of this family, and that is Alexei Shostakov, otherwise known as Red Guardian, and he's played by David Harbour of Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm. And he is Natasha and Yelena's quote-unquote father, while their family's on this spy mission in America, and he's a former Russian super soldier in the vein of Captain America. Doesn't that sound like an awesome character? Do you want to know more? I wish we could give you more, but the film didn't give us more. There's no backstory to this character, the Red Guardian, even though we see an action figure of him in the film, much like we see Avengers toys and some of the other films, so we know that he was a big enough character to have an action figure. But who is he? Is he good? Is he bad? Hard to say, but he does idolize Captain America.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say maybe he was the Russian Captain America,
yes.
and he just idolized another soldier like him, but maybe they were on opposite sides, but still he idolized Steve Rogers.
Indeed, yeah.
But odd that we never heard about this character. You'd think we would have heard about this character in any of the other films. Did they need to go there? No, because it was really confusing as to what. If they just said that he was pumped with a super serum, good enough. Don't need to add any of this Red Guardian in there, unless you're going to spin that off somewhere down the line.
Okay. Well, who knows? Maybe they will. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we come to the mom, who is Melina Vostokov, and that she is played by Rachel Weisz. And she is known in the comics, her character, as Iron Maiden. But in this film, she plays Natasha and Yelena's mother while the family is on that spy mission in America. And so, yeah, when we talk about this spy mission in America, it's only the very first part of the film.
Yeah,
so
first like 10 minutes.
Yes.
So that's really irrelevant to the rest, but they're just here on a spy mission. And it was driving me crazy. Who is this Rachel Weisz? She looks so familiar. It's like, oh, that's Rachel Weisz from The Mummy.
Yep.
Oh, it's driving me crazy. All right, another character we want to tell you about is Taskmaster. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, I thought Taskmaster and Red Guardian were the same character.
I did too, and I don't know why either.
I've got no idea. The Taskmaster is an elite assassin with the unique skill of being able to replicate anyone's physical movements just by watching them. Now, in the comics, this was a big hulking guy that was a paid bodyguard, And here, this character is much like Darth Vader, who is a right-hand killer to the main bad guy.
Right. And in this case, the bad guy is Dreykov.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So Dreykov is the one that controls the widows, the Black Widows, and the Red Room. So just so you know that going in when they mention Dreykov.
Yeah. Not much is given about him and his overall plan, other than he wants to brainwash kids and make them into his personal army. His army for what? We don't know. So that's why we're doing this primer for you. Just because if you're sitting there going, did I miss something? No, there's a whole lot of stuff that wasn't explained. just run with it. He's a bad guy. Let's move forward.
Indeed. All right. Also, another name you want to have in your head going into this film is Clint Barton, who is Hawkeye. Now, Clint Barton, he helped Natasha escape originally from the Red Room, and so that's just good to know. Good information to know.
Once again, this Red Room is not from The Shining. They're saying Red Room, not Red Rum.
Wait, what?
Red Rum. Red Rum. In The Shining, the little boy was possessed, and he would say Red Rum. When he wrote it on the wall, if you look at it backwards, it says murder.
Oh.
Red Rum, murder.
Okay.
So when they were saying Red Room in the movie, it's like, what's this got to do with The Shining?
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm glad I never saw The Shining. That was not going through my head.
That was going through my head, and apparently some. Okay, Justin Smith says when he hears Red Room, he thinks of Twin Peaks.
Oh, okay. How funny.
So, Red Room means a lot of stuff. I know she's never seen The Shining, Justin.
No. Jack has joined us. Welcome.
Hey, Jack.
All right. So another thing you should know going into this film is where the main part of this film happens in the sacred timeline of the MCU, right?
No nexuses.
Yes. So this film happens after Captain America's Civil War. So at this point, the Avengers are split in half over whether they should sign the Sokovia Accords. Basically whether they should turn themselves and their identities over to the government, making them responsible for the damage and lives they've affected when they go save the world, or if they don't really want to be associated with the government because they don't trust the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's Iron Man versus Captain America. Iron Man wants to sign. Captain America, the whole SHIELD thing and Hydra infiltrating SHIELD happened, and he doesn't trust the government.
Well, it's just way too much paperwork.
Exactly. So in this film, Natasha, Black Widow, initially sided with Tony Stark on his side of the conflict, but then she betrayed Team Iron Man in a critical moment at the Berlin airport to allow Captain America and Bucky to escape. So the rest of Team Cap was captured and thrown into prison into the Raft, right? This is where we see the Raft, which is the prison that holds all the Avengers.
Which is what they do mention this.
Yes.
Too, that they are holding Clint and Sam.
Yep.
And the little guy.
Wanda Maximoff and the little guy.
Yeah, they make a reference to Ant-Man as like the little guy or something like that. And at that point, I'm thinking, wait a minute, what? And I got a little confused when they mentioned that, just because how long did we see these films?
Right. So this is immediately had just happened. So, but in this film, in that film, Natasha had slipped away and disappeared after her betrayal because she's good at hiding in the shadows. So when you see the adult Scarlett Johansson in Black Widow, this is when we catch up with her. She has just squirreled herself away, and the Secretary of State Thaddeus Ross, who is played by William Hurt, is on her tail, trying to get her to sign the Sokovia Accords or arrest her and put her in the Raft with the rest of the Avengers.
Yeah, so they threw Thaddeus Ross into all this mix, and I'm thinking, oh my god, where does he fit in?
Yeah.
Who is this all of a sudden? I was getting him and Jeff Bridges from Iron Man confused.
Right.
So I didn't know, okay, William Hurt, when have I seen him before? So yeah, he's the Secretary of State who's trying to get everyone to sign these Sokovia Accords.
Now, Eric is asking, would you recommend watching Civil War again before seeing Black Widow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should.
Yeah. But more importantly, listen to this episode. Because, you know, now let's jump to the end and say Black Widow was a very good film. Once you had everything in your mind and everything all organized, wow, it's fantastic. However, I just wish they had given it. I just wish they had given us a little bit more context, so we're not constantly going, "Who's this? Who's that? Where's this? Why are they talking about The Shining? I don't know."
And we're like way up on MCU too, so like, yeah, it was a little surprising that it was so confusing. So we're hoping this helps. And should we mention it? You don't want to mention it? Or
It doesn't really have anything to do with this, really.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
All right.
Well, and then we should also, well, I'll just mention one thing. I'll gloss over it. So then, of course, you know, this Black Widow film is happening into the events of
Infinity War.
Well, right. It kind of leads into Infinity War at that point. And then, of course, in Endgame, Black Widow in our timeline right now is unfortunately dead because she and Hawkeye had fought over who was going to sacrifice himself for the Soul Stone, which is, you know, all the Avengers were going out to collect all the different Infinity Stones to defeat Thanos. So
I'm not sure if that's confusing anyone walking into this. If they remember that her death happened,
oh, I
and then
know.
and then
there's so much in that movie, yeah.
Her death happened, and we just moved right along, and there was no funeral at the very end. So people walking into this, will they remember that she died? Will they go, hey, wait a minute, if she died, and this is not an origin story, where are we here?
Right.
Is this, look, I'm asking everyone here in the Sky Chat, is this film confusing to anyone, just in terms of the fact that she died, that Black Widow died in Endgame, but now we're getting another film that clearly, if judging from the previews, is not an origin story.
Mm.
Yes, it is like the Darth Maul effect.
I think for me, going into it, it wasn't confusing. Even though when I didn't know it would be set, I just thought it would be backstory on Black Widow, like the Red Room stuff.
Right.
That we had kind of seen in Age of Ultron.
But I think because we're so familiar with franchises jumping around in timelines,
right.
But will the casual viewer, it's very hard because the casual viewer may not even remember that Black Widow died.
Right. Yeah, Gamora died too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, okay, so yeah, there's a question here I can't.
There's a lot to
answer.
unpack with Black Widow.
Yes. All right. So
Was
yes.
there a question?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't mention that.
So Jack is asking a question in the Sky Chat, which we won't go into right now because that will give some things away.
Yes.
So let's just wrap it up.
Okay.
And say that there is stuff to be aware of in the post-credit scene, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We'll talk about it in our review coming up in just a minute or so.
That we're going to do offline.
Yes. So,
but hopefully this helped a little bit. Like, knowing where this is set in the MCU timeline, I think is a big help, because I did not know that. So
yeah, and once again, as well versed as we are in the MCU, we were sitting there going, "Where is that pause button?"
Yes. All right, and also one more tip: if you happen to be getting this on Premiere Access at home
on Disney Plus,
put on those subtitles. Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, with a lot of very thick, heavy Russian accents.
Yes.
All right, then we're gonna have a roundtable discussion on Black Widow sometime next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure this out when, but Friday and Saturday might be a little too soon. Maybe Sunday.
Yeah, I think that would be better to give people the weekend.
Yeah.
To kind of get into that. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope we helped. And I guess you'll judge when you see the movie if this helped you or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think definitely watch Civil War as kind of a lead up, because it does really pick up right where that leaves off. So
yeah, and maybe watch the last few episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Not gonna say why. Just
Last-
watch it. Okay. There you have it.
There you go. Loki. Okay. All right. So that's what happens when you wait too long to see a Black Widow movie. Oh, cute. We love your comments, guys. All right. Okay, so I think we need to sign off here.
Yeah, because we're still under the embargo of Disney.
Right, right.
And
But thank you for watching, and we hope this helped. Yay!
yeah, so is anyone here in this? Let's put this on pause.
Okay.
Is anyone here in the Sky Chat going to see Black Widow in the theater on Friday?
Ooh, let us know.
And or when
Premiere.
are you looking to see it? If you're going to watch it on Premiere Access, will it be this weekend?
Tomorrow.
Oh, you can't
Oh,
tomorrow or
yes.
Thursday.
Tomorrow. Thursday. Special
Oh,
screening
special
at work.
screening, oh.
Ooh, fun.
Disney
Kelly,
Plus.
you're gonna see it. I'm sure they're going out to the theater. Kelly and Courtney.
All right, Disney Plus is Kevin.
Eric's going Saturday. Okay, Disney Plus. We're gonna get it on Disney Plus as well. I'm excited to watch with the subtitles.
Yeah, I definitely want to vote with my dollars.
Yes.
So the more people that watch it on Disney Plus, the more they will release on Disney Plus.
Well, Meredith just dropped some.
Thursday.
No. She dropped some Paris. What French on us? A bientôt.
And Disney Plus.
Yes.
We don't know
Cool.
French.
We're doing both. Nice. Cool.
So if we did a roundtable on Sunday,
I think that would be good. Did we check our schedule though?
no, we didn't. So would anyone be up for a roundtable on Sunday?
Eager to get back to the theater, says Eric. Check. Cool. Sunday looks good if it's like 5 or 6 or something like
Yeah,
that. 5:36.
maybe
Cool.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Probably maybe
Yeah.
6 is probably a good time.
Yeah, like let's
That's 9
say
p.m.
right now 6 p.m. on Sunday.
Cool. That'll be fun.
How does that sound for y'all?
That sounds good. And on Friday we can have our. Wait, is it the 9th on Friday? On
Yeah.
Friday we can do our discussion for Loki
And Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Sunday
Yeah.
sounds good.
Cool.
Meredith is in.
Woo! All right. Well, I'll
Yes.
put some events. Do you guys like it when I do like Facebook events? Because I like to do it somewhere. All right. So cool.
Because I'm very eager to hear everyone's responses.
Yeah. Us too.
Yes, good reminders.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
All right, sorry, gotta go.
Love you guys. Talk soon.
But believe us, if you're looking to see Black Widow, you don't want to hear what we have to say because it would spoil it.